going away to have a cozy weekend with my sisters. As we get older, this time becomes more and more important because not only is it fun, but it helps us live longer. We love to catch up on our lives. That's always fun. And this time we have some juicy family tree information we need to dissect. With us, it's always about the sauna too, because we are on a hunt for the best one. It's true, spending time with family or friends can decrease your stress levels. But of course, this is dependent on your relationships. And as we all know now, this helps with our health. Prioritizing family and having strong social connections is one of the health pillars in the blue zones. We really do thrive on connections, and that's even for the most introverted of us, which in turn helps us have purpose in our lives. Here are 5 ways spending time with loved ones reduces stress. Number 1, it provides us with emotional support. 2, it helps us with a sense of belonging. 3, it's all about shared experiences. 4, it reduces isolation and loneliness. 5, it helps boost our self-esteem. Hi, I'm Anneli, and I want to take you along so you can get a sneak peek into the cozy weekend I had with my sisters on Vancouver Island. Road trips can be fun, especially if you make pit stops for snacks. The trip to my youngest sister's house isn't short. It does take several hours of driving and a ferry ride, but the road trip is part of the weekend. Road trips can be a source of memories later on. I've got the best memories of road trips from when we first moved to Canada and I saw mountains for the first time. I also have special memories of road trips we did with our kids over the years. Even though most of those were for hockey road trips, they were still fun.
We have arrived.
Spending time with each other doesn't have to be extravagant. It can literally be just sitting around and chatting. And we did a lot of that. We like to eat, so instead of cooking, we decided to order in on both nights. We had Greek food one night and then some delicious Thai food the next night. And since my sister was a barista in her previous life, we enjoyed some delicious coffees made on her majestic machine that we all fell in love with. I'm just so used to my French press, which now pales in comparison. We're so interested in our heritage right now, and that's probably because we had some mystery on my dad's side of the family that we recently started to unravel. But I also believe this nostalgia about our heritage and our genes happens as we age. I paid for a subscription to MyHeritage over a year ago because of this mystery in our family that we've been trying to solve. I also did my DNA test. So when we get together, our family tree is a hot topic, especially since we've made some very, very interesting discoveries. Let's just say one of our newfound distant relatives is in this movie we're about to watch. But that's not the end of it. We have another one that's even closer distant relative, and maybe we'll watch his movie next time. These new discoveries have all been on my dad's side of the family tree. You never know who you are related to in this world that's getting smaller and smaller all the time.
I think because I like David Hasselhoff, so I watched
Your
it.
dad liked David Hasselhoff.
Hasselhoff
Yes,
him
he
in
did.
Knight Rider.
That's right.
We're debating this movie that we're going to watch.
I remember.
Knight Rider.
I love
being
Yeah.
big.
Knight
It was
Rider.
in California
Oh,
Beach,
yeah.
and they had good-looking, younger guy lifeguard. So
I
really
never
liked
watched that
show.
show.
It's super,
I mean, it was fluff, but everything was fluff back then. Well, plus
Done
because
with
he is
Hasselhoff,
German, like the
whole
name
pictures
shows
on
a
him.
German
Yeah,
background.
I remember that.
Germans loved Hasselhoff. He was like a
Yeah.
singing sensation.
That's
Oh
correct. I
God,
think so.
no, he was
a big star.
yeah, and so
Anyways,
the
we're going to
draw
watch,
was him.
what's the show called?
The Last Showgirl.
The Last Showgirl. Wow, that was interesting. We just watched a movie, and it was what was it called? The Last Showgirl. It was nice because I've never seen a movie, I don't think, with Pamela Anderson in it. I probably, when I was younger, watched maybe some of the episodes of Baywatch, but I haven't seen any movies with her, and I did watch her documentary. And tonight we also watched an episode of her cooking show, which was actually quite good. But other than that, I don't think I've seen anything with her in it except some interviews and things like that. We had a good night. We ordered some Greek food, and that was really good. We had some snacks, we watched movies and a show, and had some good laughs, and now we're going to go to bed. And tomorrow Heidi has, or actually Lisa, my other sister, she reserved a place for us to go for a sauna. So that should be interesting. It's a new place, new sauna place that we have not been to before. Don't know how long it's been around, but I'll take you there with us tomorrow. Now I'm going to go to sleep. It's getting quite late. Since there are so many saunas now popping up all over North America, we are interested in trying out as many as we can. When we were young, we would just pop over to our grandparents' house because they had a sauna. My grandfather was a great carpenter, and he had no trouble building the best sauna. It hasn't been the same without them, but with this new interest in saunas all over North America, it's been wonderful. I never would have expected this.
We are heading to our sauna time right now. It's a place that we've never been, and it's by a river, and you have the option to have a cold plunge in some kind of a bucket or maybe go in the river. What's that place called that we're going to?
Island sauna in Black Creek.
Okay. Island sauna in Black Creek.
The sauna that we decided to visit by my sister's house, we had high hopes for. Their website was good, and even the entrance as we went in was really nice.
Pretty.
But sadly, the man who greeted us, well, that's a different story. He immediately turned us all off. There was no greeting. He was rude and acted like we were a nuisance. He gave off bro vibes, and us lowly women didn't deserve mere politeness. But we let that go in hopes of a great sauna experience. It actually looked nice. There was a nice shower. He had cold plunges, if you were interested, with differing degrees of coldness, change rooms, and a bathroom. We were there with several other people, so I wasn't able to film the inside of the sauna. But sadly, it was a no for us. They didn't have a real sauna stove. It was a wood-burning stove with a bunch of rocks on top, something like we experienced in one of our get-togethers when we stayed in an Airbnb. We could throw water on the rock for Lulu, but the fire didn't give off the necessary heat to offer the steam that was needed. It just wasn't hot enough in there. The build of the sauna was also questionable to us. We're not super experienced, but we could see there were some deficiencies. Would we recommend this place? No. It's Sunday morning. We are heading back. We've reserved a ferry. That's the thing here, because it's also the end of spring break, and we were at one point going to have to wake up at 3:30 and leave here at 4 in the morning to catch a 6 o'clock ferry. But thankfully an opening came up, so we're on the 10:30 ferry. But what a weekend. All right, see you on the ferry. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the channel and let me know in the comments what kind of things you'd like to watch. But I just want to say, spend time with loved ones when you can. You don't want to have any regrets. Have a great week. I'll see you in the next video.